grown up to realize that as much as I may hold some frustration from the racism and the dehumanization, and perhaps even the stress that I went through in being institutionalized with white people who clearly, explicitly labeled me and pointed me away from them. I've learned that it is not their fault that I am the way I am. And once I discovered that, I started to gain more control of myself. I realized that there was nobody alive who could tell me what to do, who could shake me off my line, and whose opinion about me could ever actually take away from the situation and the reality of my own self. The only way I came to this opinion was by eventually understanding that if I'm not accepted by them, there's got to be acceptance somewhere. I am not convinced that the entire globe thinks white. And if you do your research, I don't even think white people make up 1% of the globe. And discovering this, I began to see that there is a general sense of redirection, not perhaps to integrate and to run away from my community, but to actually understand some of these circumstances, understand why they are perhaps affecting me. The life lesson that you will learn is the bridge is one thing that you need to be careful when you cross, because the ultimate objective, I would say, of white people as a collective has been to control or to scatter or to depopulate the black masses. And I really would have been better off, I think, and saved myself a lot of stress if I discovered how white people really felt or perceived black people behind closed doors, behind that smile, or behind that friendly wave, or behind the fact that the only time they ever resort to black people is when they need their vote for a candidate election. So they pose as a friend of the black people. I find that is similar in the sense of dealing with white masses, particularly even with white women, that the fact that the only time I'm ever even considered is when they believe that there is something that they can use, something that they can exploit or objectify, or even with some of the men, that there is an opportunity for them to prove superior status or to gain some insights related to black people, and use that insight to more or less cause more division. And so the level of comprehension I receive from this it's been a tough pill to swallow for sure, but it eventually got me to a point where I was like, nobody is going to ever walk into my life or into my situation and try and turn things around like that, because nobody can actually control me except for me. I don't permit white people to indoctrinate me with what they believe about myself, when something within me tells me that these people have falsely misled the black community and have caused so much despair and so many tears and so much lost hope, to which I have felt it is my responsibility upon knowing this to actually bring a sense of should I say purpose within Black people, because I think everything and everybody in this situation when it comes to race has to play a very crucial role. I don't believe that we are better than white people or that we should be above. I simply deal with the circumstances, which are we are in white territory and we are surrounded by white masses. And while being in that situation, you're going to discover a lot of truths that many people hide behind a smile. And perhaps your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is not so accepting of you should you really put him under pressure with your Black identity. Perhaps he'll change on you. Perhaps he'll start to question or even want to prove his wealth and his status, and prove that he is actually miles ahead of the occasion. And so when you realize this, I would say the key important takeaway is acknowledging that if there's any truth that has been hidden, it was hidden because the way I neglect myself to impress these white people has been very detrimental. And I leave white people alone. I leave them to do what they do. I hold zero interest. They do not cross my mind for a single second. Anybody who has closely been surveilling or who has been trying to convince themselves that I am an alien of some sort has only been convinced further that I am of zero interest in discovering my identity amongst a group of people who have done no good to my collective Black community and my brothers and my sisters, and have actually caused great division and concern to the point where I simply withdraw. And when I withdraw, that is when I notice they call me sick, crazy, because I don't want to be around. Oh, no, nothing could have gone wrong. Not with those good white people, not the same good old white people who carried you away in chains and still attempt to deprive you of your citizenship till this day. They are very in denial and quite stubborn people. And sadly, the consequence that Black people have to bear of this is a ongoing struggle. It's an ongoing battle that I'm aware of on several occasions, and this is the state of living. Now, if anybody wants to prove me wrong, feel free to do so, but I can generally conclude that my own experience with them has not been great. I can conclude that several other Black people, and I'm not talking about the brain whitewashed puppets who claim white citizenship and white dollars. You're just proving my point. I'm talking about the core-rooted Black people who actually undergo Black philosophy. Could also tell you that there is no way to actually experience these people with anything pleasant, and so there is no interest. I would rather not speak on a group of people I'm not interested in. The only reason I speak on them is because they have affected my community so much and affected so many people who I love till this day. And while I'm aware that the struggle is still prevailing, these points will continue to be highlighted.